Ladies and gentlemen, as always, the King of Lightning is here today, bringing you guys and gals Toriko chapter reviews. Now, unfortunately, no live reaction. It is what it is. Moving the fuck on. Today, Toriko chapter 327 review, and the chapter is simple. Basically, it's Toriko and company dispersing to their respective locations to attain Acacia's full course, with the exception of Center. That's it. That's the chapter. So, at the beginning of the chapter, pretty much, it's them in the same area. They're getting prepared. They have their riddle chapters, and they have maps laid out for each of the main groups. And Aimaru did that, which I'm assuming it was Gigi, because it had to be Gigi. Gigi apparently knew the exact location, longitude and latitude of where Acacia's full course dishes were. That's kind of like really? Like the exact location on the map. Because Aimaru did the pair trick for area 5 through 2. So he did that, and Toriko and his group are going to follow the map for them, and Zebra and Brunchy for there, that shit. So the whole point here is that that's kind of weird, but assuming that Gigi knew the exact location on the map of where Acacia's full course is, it makes sense. It's not stated, but that's the assumption. Now, when it comes to Toriko and Rin, after everything's said and done, they're gonna get married. It is what it is. So, as usual, I give a giant middle finger to Jorshare, because this guy is a piece of shit, and he is the biggest bitch in the Belgium country. Period. No one in Belgium is a bigger bitch than Jorshare. Done. Now, that being said, moving on. When it comes to the dispersal, camping monsters, Coco and Tyra have like the weakest one. Zebra and Tengu have the strongest one. And I mean, maybe that is representative of the areas and how tough they are, but at the same time, probably not. And I said it because, according to Coco and Tyran, Area 3 is the harshest continent in the Gaming world, the cloud continent. And I don't know why that is. I can't picture that. In my mind, I'm like, Area 3? The cloud continent. The harshest? I mean, these two guys are poison versed. So that area is going to be poison related somehow, some way. But it's in the clouds. Like, I don't see, like, it's Mitsutoshi. He'll pull something out of his ass, alright? His asshole is magical. That's what he does, okay? Alright, I mean, he went to prison, and then he got that treatment, and his ass had special powers after the treatment, and then voila, he just pulls out shit, and boom. It's magic, So, whole point here is Area 3, strongest. I highly doubt it, but we have to wait and see until we actually get there. Now, when it comes to Zebra and Brunch, they're having a little bit of a hiccup, because even though they're camping monsters like the strongest one out of the 3, there's some like massive big dude in front of them, and he's like he's a landmass. Like, there's no other way to describe him. This dude is a bona fide landmass, and he's in their way. And their camping monster, which is fairly big in of itself, he's outclassed. So they're gonna be fine, obviously. Livebearer told Sunny to call him Livebear, like, just straight up. I was like, just call him Livebear. He's like, I will not, sir. I will not call you that. And he's like, yeah, we're going to the most beautiful continent in the gourmet world. Like, no wonder we're a pair. It's like, no, like, far from. Like, you're the nastiest dude I know. So it's funny. When it comes to Area 4, it's going to be hilarious. Because Livebearer and Sunny are the most awkward, the most unexpected tag team. Like, that was some left field shit. So what happens there is what happens there. Now, Toriko and Star. Obviously, those two got the most talk time. And this was fascinating because, first of all, Toriko was talking to Starjan about how Starjan wanted to acquire a certain ingredient. And Starjan himself doesn't remember which ingredient he wants to acquire, but he is fascinated about the Spirit Food Realm or the Back Channel, whatever it's called. There's so many different translations of it, it's annoying. But either way, they call it in manga stream in this particular chapter, the world behind, something like that. Whatever. The whole point here is this. He is intrigued about the location. And even though Midori told him to actually find another, he's like, well, Gigi said go find God. All right, fine, whatever. It's not a big deal. I'm here to assist you guys. That's the end game. Now, Toriko also mentions how when he was young, he knew that God was going to be in his full course, his main dish, God. And he knew that from Jump Street. And he has the notion that it was the gourmet demon inside of him that told him that. Is that drive to attain God his own or the gourmet demons? Who's in control here? It's, you know, it's that kind of notion that we're seeing. And it's interesting, but at the same time, I don't see it being a big deal up until like the end of the series, you know? When Toriko has fully unlocked the powers of red and blue. Probably, yeah, because blue has to tell... Blue, he just... I don't know. Fuck blue. Just fuck it. I don't know. And folks are saying that there's a third demon in Toriko too. Like some black dude. Like, not like me, but like some black... Like a black demon. I don't know. Alright? Blue gives me a headache as it is. Don't introduce a third fucker. Alright? Just... No. Stop. Please. So that was fascinating, and then also they talked about how Toriko got more powerful. He even says that one defeat that he suffered from Starshin, out of all his defeats and wins, that one stung the most. And I think it was either Starshin or Toriko. One of the two pretty much stated that if they fought today, Toriko would probably best Starshin. Now, I'm not too sure if Starshin actually consumed Pear, because Toriko has consumed both air and Pear. Starshin assuming air only. I haven't seen Starshin consume Pear yet. If he did consume Pear, then the odds may even out. So, I'm not too sure about that one, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes to Komatsu and company, pretty much we find out, from their standpoint, that they have to go through these food spirit gates in order to actually enter the food spirit realm. And the Black Triangle has these three main continents that's surrounded. And it's called E6, West 6, and South 6. I'm like, okay, fine. So now we're going on some straight demonic shit, 666, Bagul type of shit. I don't know. The whole point here is this. They're making it seem as if, like, the center of the Black Triangle is, like, the gates to hell. And the food spirit realm is, like, yeah, it's like the gates to hell, the underworld. But in their case, it's the other world. And one of the gates is located in the civilization that exists in the Area 6 continent. And it's called the Blue Sea Grill or the Blue Grill. Some Blue Grill, alright? The Blue Grill is in there. But I'm not sure if C's in there. Either way, Blue Grill. That's what it's called. Civilization that's actually very prosperous. It's not like the one in Area 8. Where, it's prosperous, but it's funky. It's very funky. The one in Area 6, from a gourmet standpoint, actually supersedes the height of the gourmet age in the human world, which is intense. And the actual door that they're going to take is going to be in there, in this area. Where it is exactly, whether it's going to be south, west, or east, I don't know. Well, actually, no. On Manga Stream, it states that it's like under the sea. So there are 4 doors, according to Gigi. I figured that the 4 doors were going to be E6, West 6, South 6, and the center of the Black Triangle. But maybe the 4 doors are just those 3 continents plus the one that's located in the civilization. So I don't know, we'll find out about that one, but now they're going headfirst in the Black Triangle. So that's the chapter all in all. And what happens from now, I'm not too sure. I'm going to assume that Mitsutoshi's going to focus on the Area 6 individuals because they're already in their continent, whereas Toriko, Coco, Sunny, Zebra, they're traveling to their areas. Now what I'm hoping for is to have, like, just arcs dedicated to that particular group. I don't want to see Mitsutoshi jump from group to group to group, because if he does that in like one big arc, like the Gourmet Saga or some shit like that, I think it would actually lessen the character development. That's my personal opinion. So if he did like one group focus on their journey, then go on to like the next group and like go a few days back in time, some shit like that. And we don't know what's going to happen at this point in time, obviously, but I'm hoping that he does it well to actually spur character development for the main characters at least, because the main characters in Toriko, they get character development, but it's not to that great of an extent, which in a lot of ways bugs me, because that should be a key component of a series, character development. So even though his world building is amazing, in a lot of ways, his characterization of characters is lacking. So hopefully he can use this chance to actually build upon characterization and character development when it comes to at least the main cast. Lately, he did a good job with Komatsu, but Komatsu is but one of 5. So, just saying. So now I'm done. King of Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. The chapter overall, I thought it was a good chapter. And I'll see you guys later.